What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Cho Thoughts Podcast. I am your host, the Big Cho. That is not Big E.
No.
Wonderful Samantha is going to fill in for Eric while Eric is, of course, taking care of his health and well being. Of course, we wish Eric the very best and hopes for that he figures out whatever he's going through. And of course, I'm always here if he needs me. Now, with that being said, since this is new for me and, of course, for Samantha, I somebody anonymously. This is the best thing ever. I loved it. To help us because we really don't have too much dialect between us. Like we know each other and whatnot. But Eric and I have this like the sports things, all that, et cetera, et cetera. But with it's not like with a female being in it, we'll
Mhm.
start finding our groove and then we'll go from there. So I was presented questions for the show. And I was like, it's about fucking time. Like, nobody's finally like sent me questions. So I have a good bit here. I think they're like for me, for you, for us. So
Okay.
um the first one here is thoughts on the Paul Tyson fight. Did you watch any of it?
You mean, did I see Mike Tyson's bare ass?
Dude, I was like,
Honestly, I watched as much as I could, but the whole rebuffer and shit, it really got to me, and I was like, I'm done. I think that it was rigged. I honestly think that Mike Tyson held back. That's just my. I think that if Mike Tyson had his way, yeah.
yeah, I hands down 110% agree. And then like I know a lot of people, I myself didn't have a problem. I came into the party late because I was watching like Friday Night SmackDown. But when I came in, I was watching the fight. I didn't have no like pixels or crystallization or the buffering that everybody explained. I got into like the first match and like the first bout and I was like, oh man, boxing sucks. Like, I really did. I was like, what the fuck happened to boxing? And then I was like, okay, I went through the first bout and I was like, well, that's the first one. Maybe that's the reason, you know? Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know. And then I got into the second one and it was like a world title fight. That went 12 rounds. That was actually interesting. By this time, because it's 12 rounds and it's 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever, I'm getting a little drowsy. I'm 40 fucking two. I don't have time for this shit no more.
Mhm.
And I knew that Jake and Mike would be on way later. So I was like, okay. So I was trying to stay up for the women's boxing match after. Unfortunately, I fell asleep, but I had stuff to do Saturday morning, and I went to like a thrift, big
Mhm.
thrift like shop for clothing and whatnot. I'll get into that in a minute. But I woke up. I had a half hour, so I hurried up, watched the women's bout. That was wicked. Like
Mhm.
it was just bitches being fucking throwing gloves. I loved it. I was just throwing hands. I was like, just bare knuckle it, and we'll call it some MMA. And then I watched the fucking Tyson Logan Paul fight, and I was like, wow, blown away. There was a time when I believe it was Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather. And I was like, I have a feeling that boxing is super rigged. It's always
Mhm.
been the speculation for how many years, forever. But then watching it, I was like, dude, really think this is rigged. Watching that fight, I was so aggravated as just a sports person.
I I kept watching Mike Tyson with his practices, right? And he was in it. He was good. I was like, he's got this. Like, and then I'm watching him in this fight. And I'm like, my fucking 90-year-old client could kick his ass.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Like he wasn't like those sparring videos. That was all like hyping us up. Like, yo, Mike Tyson's
Mm-hmm.
gonna come in there and he's gonna kill him. Like he's gonna kill him. And then he
Mm-hmm.
comes in there, and I think there was one, I don't know if it was the second or third round I was watching, and then I noticed, I don't know if it was water or shit in Jake Paul's fucking $1 million trunks. That made me laugh, sure. And then there was a spot, and you saw Jake Paul put his hands up like he knew the hook was coming, but left him down a little bit. And Mike Tyson is known for that. 1, 2, 3 in the body, come up and hook.
Right.
That just never happened. Like it looked like he was going for it and then stopped. Like
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't part of the script. And I was like, that would have been it. That would have been
Yes.
the end of it. And I was like, is this whole bout like this?
Mm-hmm.
So I kept like fast forwarding like couple seconds, and I'm like, oh, oh my God. Like I just couldn't. And then of course I see Tyson's bare ass. And I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, all right. But there was
See,
so many times.
I noticed that Mike Tyson kept biting, like sucking his thumb, like biting the glove. And I just been like, what the? And I felt like, was this his way of being like, I can't go. I got to hold myself back. I made a promise. Like this is not part of the storyline. Like I need to hold back. I'm
That's
like,
that's what I'm thinking because it's like, this is Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet.
yeah.
And for him to just be like, dude, I can knock this motherfucker out. I know I can knock him out.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he was biting his glove and whatnot. I was like, dude, he's pissed, but
Yeah.
he's making a killing off this fight. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right. But no, to that question, I think boxing's rigged,
I do too.
especially after that. And then I think what's next for them, I don't care. I honestly don't care. Like,
Nope.
who's Jake Paul gonna fight next? Fucking 100-year-old fucking Jimmy Carter. Like,
Probably. That
I
man
don't
can't fight.
know.
I'm sorry, but he can't fight. He ain't no boxer. That's the way I look at it. I don't think Jake Paul is worthy of even getting any attention because he's like a wannabe star, a wannabe athlete who can't do shit. And that's why
Yeah.
he chooses the older ones because somehow he can talk his way into if I win this fight.
Yeah. And then there's never anybody his age, a couple years
Nope.
older, younger. No, because I have a feeling that person's gonna beat his ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's challenge like Mike Tyson or like
Mm-hmm.
Nate or Nick Diaz. I forget who it was, or Anderson Silva. I was like, dude, come on, like
Yeah.
get an opponent, a real opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much my thoughts on that. Was just I, I don't care. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
just I expected so much more because I'm a Mike Tyson fan, and I really didn't give a shit more about it. But yeah, so I went to this. It was like a friends of a friends, like that's what it's called, friend of a friend. And it's like a big, huge, like flea market inside the Monroeville Convention Center.
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding. Like it was just really cool to understand it. And it was like I found like this hoodie. Thank you, friend of a friend. I found it for like $3, but it was nice. Like Xander had a good time. We found some stuff for him, some Christmas stuff, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just really enjoyed it. It's just it's different. I've never been to something like that. I've been to like flea markets, etc. But it was cool, like just different. Like and then like there's just it's not like a flea market with different tables. I don't know if you've ever been to one,
Oh, I love flea markets. Yeah.
but like these friend of a friends. Have you ever been to one?
No, not one of those.
Okay, so it's like a prime example. There's like a table of like infant toys
Mm-hmm.
just smothered all over it. And what they do is they have these barcodes on them, and like one thing can be like it could be the same thing, and this toy can like fine like this Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas could be $6. This one's 10. It's the same thing, but
Mm-hmm.
they're different. It's different people. Like the barcode goes to different people, and then of course you that tallies up and they get their proceeds or whatever. If not, whatever's left usually goes to certain charities and foundations and whatnot. That's what I thought was really cool. So it was like, hey, if we make money, cool. If we don't, so be it. But it was
Right.
different. And then of course, if anybody has seen my social media, I took Xander to the pit game, and boy, did that boy have a really good time. Like the whole way down, he's amped. We get there, he's just feeling himself. And then he wanted something to drink. He sits down. And of course, everybody has seen he was smiling, laughing, having a great time. sang Sweet Caroline. If you haven't seen it on my Instagram or Facebook by now, go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have like another video of him just dancing. I think he was kind of cold because it was getting towards the end of the game, but he's like dancing, keeping himself warm. But that was pretty much my weekend with him. Is just that's what he wanted to do. And now
Mm-hmm.
he's getting he's doing a unified flag football this week. Um, and today the teacher said that he was very engaging. He was all about football today. And I was like, that's probably stemming from Saturday. So, with that being said, I will go to the next question. The Steelers Super Bowl. Look, look. I will you can have your turn, I promise.
Okay.
But look, great. I will give them credit where credit's due. Nobody saw
Mm-hmm.
this being the way they are right now. I think the win over the Ravens was amazing, really great. The team looked really good, but there's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just like you can't put too much love into that right now. Yes, they're 8-2. That they're great. They lead the division. They're doing great. They still have a lot of division games to finish out this rest of the season. So that
I,
can change of a blink.
I was gonna say it's like, okay, look, I love the answers. Okay, I love the optimism that they have with their sports, but I believe I heard the same thing about the Pirates back in what, May, April, and May.
Yeah,
And
all because
how
of
did
Paul
that season
Steen.
end?
Right, they were still on that Paul Steen bandwagon, and then it came out on fire. I will give the kid
Mm-hmm.
that like hell of an effort. And then the Pirates, well, they became the Pirates.
Yes.
Like, there's no way around it. And then like th- there's just I don't see it. I don't
Mm-mm.
see it for the Steelers. I mean, I'm glad they found footing between Wilson and Fields. Like everybody looks great, but you still have all the divisional games. You have to play Philly.
Mm-hmm.
You have to play Philly. You have to play Kansas City on Christmas here. Like
Mm-hmm. There's a whole
you,
lot of game left.
there's a whole lot of motherfucking football left. And especially for the Steelers, this is the asshole tightness of the schedule. Like this is very crucial to them. So to me, it's still too early to tell. I
Yeah.
mean, I was like, neither one of us are Yinzers or North. Like Super Bowl, yeah. No. I was like, but if they end up doing great in the division and we make the playoffs, oh yeah, and the city's going to start erupting. It's going to start kind of a stir around here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, so to answer your question, no, I didn't. No, I don't think so. Not yet. I mean, you have to take out Kansas City or Buffalo right now in the AFC for sure. The NFC's always up for grabs. I mean, Philly don't look bad.
Mm-mm.
No.
But I mean, that's Philly.
Yeah, right. But they but I mean they do get to the Super Bowl and blow it. We got to the Super Bowl and blew it.
I
So
know. I know. I just have a
so
lot of friends in Philly still who
yeah, right. I
they
bet.
gloat a little too much.
I'm telling you, like, but then so does this city. The same yeah. We
Pittsburgh and
got
Philly are really, yeah. I
we got
mean, like
six
I said,
Super
like I
Bowls.
get it. Every city loves their teams and the
Naturally.
optimism, but I've seen some who are just like cannot accept a loss. They cannot accept the fact that this is not their year, or and it's just like opposing. They have opposing differences and views on the game, and then World War III erupts because it's like, oh my god, the Steelers aren't making it, and then it's very flip floppish too. You get the ones who are like, "Oh my God, they're doing so great!" and how dare you think that they're not? And then all of a sudden, the second they start to drop and they start going downhill, it's fucking Steelers. Oh my God!
Right. And then there's always who do we blame it on?
Right?
There's gotta be an explanation as to why we're going and imploding. Not really, just the better
How about
team
we blame it
eventually.
on the players? How about that? The
Yeah,
fact that
how
they're
about
just not playing well.
that's it? But then it's like That's how it is. They'll be like, God damn it, if George Pickens would have caught that catch, fire Tomlin, Boswell can't kick. And I'm like, bro, or you just played the Chiefs and they were a
Hmm.
better team. Like,
Yeah.
all right. Like, I just, I love this city. I love the people, but I'll just never understand the enthusiasm for the sports. I get the passion, I get the love.
Yes.
I will always understand that, but you can't win every year.
No.
You just have to come to that realization.
Yeah.
It just,
But that's where, going back to the Pirates here, I really want to know. So if there are any Pirate fans, tell me, why do you root for them every year? Why do you have so much optimism that it's going to be their year? Do you not see the billboard signs that are now all over Pittsburgh?
dude, did you see that? Oh my God. Oh my God. I totally forgot about that. So thank you for acknowledging it. Dude, I saw that and I was like, oh my God. And for people that don't know what we're saying or whatever, apparently there's billboards in the city of Pittsburgh telling the owner to sell the team.
Yes.
Like, Google the shit. It's worth the Google. Like, it's fucking hilarious.
I have to pass one every time I come home. I laugh every
I saw it on somebody's Facebook, like a friend of mine's. I forget who it was, but I saw it and I was like, "Is this for real?"
time.
And then I was driving around. I was like, "Holy shit, it is!" Like I
It
really
is.
saw it. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, bro! If they sell the team because of the billboards, I will fucking piss my pants." Oh my God. But yeah, like that's a great point. That is such a great point. Thank you for bringing it up. I would have totally forgot about that. I couldn't believe that they were making billboards saying to sell the team. Like, I couldn't believe it. So I was like, who knows? Maybe we'll be having a different conversation in like the beginning of the year, right around spring training. Be like, well, we ain't
Mhm.
got no baseball team. Where'd
The
they
ship
go?
has officially sunk, guys.
Right? You ain't raising no Jolly Roger no more. The bitch is pretty much sunk. That PNC Park is just, it's there. It's there for some concerts that ain't Kenny Chesney. I'm sorry. um, let's see. We got another one here. This one you really don't watch. Team Roman or Team Solo for the War Games match?
Who is Roman? If this is WWE, then Roman all the way. But if it's not, I have no
It
idea. And
is.
this is all
It
you.
is. It is. It is Roman Reigns.
Okay, well then, Team Roman.
I know how you feel about Roman Reigns. So, so yeah. I'm gonna side with Sam on this one. Like, come on, man. This is a dumb question to ask me. If Eric was here, he'd tell you the same shit. Like Team Roman all the way, man. Original Bloodline. Story's great. Hunter's doing fantastic. Just a long-term story. It's been going on 4 years now. Anyway, next one. Hardest part of being a therapist.
Ah. Oh, this is a good question. Not getting inducted.
What is it? What do you mean inducted?
Inducted means so being a therapist, you do join with them. You do become part of their life briefly. Inducted means that you get too involved in their life. So it's more so of now you're siding with the parents, you're siding with the children, you're not making any progress. And trust me, there are cases where I do experience secondhand trauma. That's also another hard part of it. And I do have to remind myself that I'm there to help them. And
Right.
so there are cases where I have to sit there and listen to, abuse survivors talking about their experience and how they're running back to their perpetrator. And I want to sit, I want to take off my therapist hat and be like, girl, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. I bet.
I can't do that. I have to support this person in their decision and help them see through it in a healthy way.
Do you recommend anything for somebody in that situation? Like, what do you recommend?
And what with?
Like a domestic situation.
So this is where there's a lot of gray areas.
Okay.
I'm there to process a lot with them.
Yeah.
I can't tell them what to do.
Right.
So if they come to me and they say, I would like to leave, I will create a safety plan with them and I will help them with their resources. I will even bring them, not personally, but I would find a way to get them to like a shelter or wherever they need to go to become safe, to get safe. Unfortunately, though, if they tell me I'm not ready to leave, okay, how are we going to handle this? How are we going to work through this?
Got it. Do you deal with anybody after the fact, like once they left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got the floor open now, so you have any recommendations for that either?
Trauma therapy would be my recommendation because I'm not certified in it. I'm only trauma informed, not trauma based.
Give you time, okay? with the way you're killing it, eventually it'll be like, I got the blue blah 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 blah. Like, just sit on this fucking couch, tell me everything, you know. But
See, but I'd say upcoming for already. And look, politics aside, it is part politics that we do have to worry about. Unfortunately, we were just given the news that come 2025, Allegheny County is looking into a $13 million budget cut towards youth services, family based mental health, anything for Allegheny County. And a lot of my job includes helping those where if they don't have insurance and they meet Medicaid, but they're in the process of getting medical assistance and things of that nature, the county will pick up the slack. The county will pay for it in the meantime.
right.
This budget will mean that the county will no longer fund that. Therefore, a lot of people who I currently work with, if they can't get medical assistance, I can't help them.
Gotcha.
I can't provide them with the resources. So that's another aspect of being the hard part of a therapist is my job is to help. My job is to try to, make sure they're safe. And I can't do that if I don't have the resources.
Absolutely. And that's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, that was a fucking really good question. But like, hey, by the way, you're like, fuck, okay, how much time you got? How long's this show?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Look, I'll say like, okay, if for anyone who might be interested in this career, this path, it's not an easy one. Like to obtain your licensure is far from easy. You don't go in it for the pay. Trust me on that one. You don't. And if you are looking for good pay, you're going to have to make a lot of compromises. You're going to have to try to work into private practice, which includes weekends and evenings. You're going to have to be on call a lot. Like Paul, you get it. You've seen my side of how hard it can be. But
Yeah.
it is beneficial when you see that you've made an impact on someone, when your client finally is able to open up and talk to you and say, you're the first person that has heard me. You're the first person where now I feel confident and safe in myself, where I had the motivation to really move on from this relationship. So,
Okay. But what you were talking about, like the money or whatever, does as like you get like all the things you've done, all the certifications you've done, all the tasks you do, is it worth it once you put like the grind into it, the effort, like if you put the hustle into it, does it pay off for you?
Personally, I think so.
Okay.
Because it's extremely difficult getting your licensure if that is the path that you want to take. But it's not like, oh my God, why? I mean, sometimes, yeah, I will say I did question why I was going down this path. But it is worth it because you gain all this knowledge. And you really do, when you're able to apply these skills with these clients and watching them apply these skills and making progress on their own, that's where it's worth it. Being able to watch these people and being like, I couldn't even say no to my mom the other day, but we've been working together and I feel confident now telling her, no, I'm good. Or setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, and knowing that you've helped improve someone in their life.
Right. Well, that's good, man. See, damn. I'm gonna do more questions fucking with fucking me and Sam, I guess, while Eric's off. Eric's gonna come back like, now they ask questions. I'll be like, oh, I don't fucking know, bro.
Look, being a therapist, it is a very lonely job too, because like due to HIPAA, I can't disclose a lot of things. I can't tell you a lot that's going on in my life because a lot of it is consumed with my clients and work. So when I get people asking me questions, I'm like, oh, you want to talk to me? I don't have to like help you.
Yeah, right? Well, see, look, then look, while he's gone, this is a perfect little bit of outlet for you. You know what I mean? In some way, shape, or form. Because I'd imagine you have like with all the restrictions, of course, and what
Hmm.
what have you. It's probably tough. Like you hold on, you have to be probably really mentally strong and
Hmm.
tough to deal with everything coming at you, especially like client A, client B, or like Johnny's family or whatever, family B, whatever,
Hmm.
and then it's just like, fuck, a bitch just needs a break. Like, so I like, yeah,
Hmm.
damn, like, but yeah,
See, that's like you said, being mentally strong. It's not so much being mentally strong because there are days that I break down and I'm like, Jesus, I need a break. This is too much. But it's that self care. So, like when I go home, okay, my work phone goes off and that's it. And I will pick and choose who I want to engage with after work. That is that.
absolutely, 100%. And I like, so again, the hardest part of being about a therapist. Like, so when you're finally done and
Hmm.
Sam's therapy brain is, I wouldn't necessarily say turned off. I'd say probably on like the dimmer. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, how does a therapist decompress?
Okay. For me,
Yes.
I go to the gym. I run it out, dead ass. I will hit the treadmill, put on my earbuds, and just run. Just focusing on running. I make sure to take care of me, so that means healthy meals throughout the day, making sure I eat because being a therapist, okay, and always seeing back to back clients. Just last week alone, on Friday, I had 8 clients that I saw in a day. Like, and I'm not talking about just 8 individual clients. I'm talking about 8 clients and their families that I had seen all day. Okay. So, and this isn't just, well, mom's having a crisis because mom's having a crisis, child is having a crisis, dad doesn't know how to handle the crisis, and now he's
Right.
freaking out over there. Okay. This is all mentally stimulating, and I have to remain calm to be able to de escalate the situation.
Wow.
So, that means sometimes I will run from one session to the next and not even have time to eat in between. So, there are days that I'm just like, shit, did I eat something today? And I
Does
have to
that make you
remember to
nervous with your diabetes
it does. There have been times that I like literally I have a bag of candy in my glove compartment for that
for
reason.
the
There
emergencies? Like, yeah,
yep. Because there have been times that I've gone all day and my blood sugar has dropped.
I imagine. Like, I've had it happen a couple times. It got me pretty damn scared. So I can only imagine. Like,
Mhm.
because, like, that's where our jobs are kind of similar. We're always on the go.
Mhm.
So we don't really have a second. And I've been told by many people that I should keep something in my truck, and I'm stubborn and I don't. And then now, after like the last time I did it, when I got real bad during Xander's homecoming, I kind of make sure I always have, even if it's like this little miniature, like Hershey bars or something. I don't really want hard candy, but
Mhm.
it's just like something quick to get me to the next client.
Yes.
Even if it's something real quick, like that's enough sugar for me to go to the next one until I'm done or whatever. And then sometimes I'll have like, um, what are they like the little like crystal light packets, but some have
Mhm.
sugar, some don't have sugar, stuff like that, or stuff like it's like hydration packets,
Mhm.
and there's some sugar and electrolytes in it to kind of keep me going through the day.
Curious, do you like the taste of lemon?
I love the taste of lemon.
Okay. If you're interested, I know Amazon sells it. It's packet, it's like a box, and it's called Just Lemon. And they're little packets of like crystallized lemon that you can put in your water, and it tastes just like a fresh squeezed lemon.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And there's no sugar, no nothing. It's actually legit, just pure crystal, like lemon. That's it.
You're gonna make a lot of people that love lemon stuff happy. For sure. Like, I love lemon water. I was just talking to Ashley about it, and she was telling me about something at Sheets. Like, there's like this lemon stuff. I forget, totally forget. I'm drawing a blank what she said it was. So she'll listen to this and she'll be like, I said it was this. And I'm like, damn it. But yeah, she said it's at Sheets and it's like really good. It's like really
Hmm.
refreshing. And she's like, it's just like a lemon water. And yeah, I like lemon water, anything, like anything. Like,
Hmm.
I just was in, so Xander he could drink like carbonated or uncarbonated water. And when I go to West Virginia, I'll stop in Kroger's because they're the only people I know that sell carbonated, like the Walmart big bottles of carbonated lemon water, like the soda
Hmm.
water, but it's not, it has some sugar to it, not like a hint or something, because Xander's really not like, you know.
Yeah.
But man, when I come back with it, they have that and like a blackberry blueberry.
Hmm.
And I'm like, man, I went all the way to West Virginia. Thank God there's a client there. Like for like 20 bottles of water. I feel like I was smuggling water.
Hmm.
Like, but it is pretty damn good. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of like any lemon kind of water. Like
Yeah.
I've got like I mean, I've been like that before, like diabetes and before I lost weight, but now it's just like
Hmm.
all the time. But yeah, so that's really good to know, like because especially like I worry, and
Hmm.
I was like, I know you're on the go like I am, and that's what I was wondering because I was like, I know your day is like you have a stretch, like you have
Hmm.
a stretch of a fucking day, so that's another hard part of being a therapist is you have a stretch, so
Hmm.
you have to like map out like almost the entire day into an evening, like
Hmm.
that's it's crazy.
Yeah, because remember, like a lot of my clients want to be seen after school, after work. So, like, there are days I'm not, today was a good day, but there are days that I'm not coming home until 9, 10 o'clock at night. And I
Yeah.
could have been out since 8 o'clock in the morning. So,
Now to piggyback off that, so if say you start at 8, right, you get home
mhm.
9, 10, your following day, are you right back up at that same time, or do you move your schedule so you're like you at least can get some sleep and maybe go an hour later and start your stuff again?
So I don't have set schedules as a
Okay.
therapist. It's whenever my clients are available. Like I will always schedule with them for the following week and we talk about it. But I do set boundaries with them. And so therefore I will not have a session before 9 a.m. Will not do it. And the only exception I make for that is when I need to go to a school IEP meeting because you know how they love to have meetings so early in the damn morning.
Girl, shit. I was lucky when we were doing Xander's IEPs, like especially during COVID.
Hmm.
Oh my god, they were the best. It was like 11, 1. Okay. I'll take
Yeah.
them all day. Sometimes even like a 9, 10. But man, when we had to walk in them shits, oh my god.
Hmm.
But
Now it's like be here by 7:30. I'm like, who the hell wants to do this at 7:30 in the morning?
oh man, I don't think we've ever did a 7:30 IEP meeting. I think we did like 8 or 8:30 or 9, 9.
Hmm.
Something like that. I will have to Ashley, you're listening. Did we ever have an early IEP? Um, but yeah, like no, that's too much for me for sure. But
See,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
but like that's I do a lot of collaboration as a therapist. So like I work with, the PCPs, I work with other psychiatrists, I work with other therapists, I work with, the schools. So if the school is like, hey, your client is about ready to be suspended for 45 days due to A, B, C, D, we need to sit down and talk about it. And you're part of this, like, you need to be here. And like,
yeah,
I don't, there are times that the schools are, they're like, well, why do you need to be here? Really? I'm helping my client. You should be helping him too. So we need to be on the same page.
yeah. Like, I was just talking to like somebody about how the structure, like
Mhm.
like the school wants the parent to have the game plan, and I was trying to tell because from what I was experiencing, mind you, I just met them, and that's
Mhm.
kind of I know how we were clicking. I was trying to tell them that the school comes up with a plan after you do because they want you to basically tell them the goals that you want your child to meet, what you want, what you're striving to achieve with your child or your milestones, et cetera, et cetera. And then they build off of that and then they
Mhm.
start going. They just want your little foundation of the plan and then they branch it out into this big IEP tree. Like they
Mhm.
really do. It's like, but they were giving pushback to the teachers like, why do we have to come up with that? That's your job. They're not going to understand you if you
Right.
don't give them any information. They may
Mhm.
have they may have the fundamentals with your child and just knowing him or her,
Mhm.
but they don't know them as like the whole person. So you tell them,
Right.
they branch off that and it goes from there. But that that was a really good one. That was good. He's gonna be so jacked. Like he'll listen to it, like I can't believe they're fucking asking questions. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Um, oh, guess what therapist? Is there anybody you hate?
No.
I
For me, hate is a strong word. Do I dislike someone? Do I have negative opinions about a person? Sure. But I don't hate anyone.
Yeah, mine. This is really tough. This is a tough ass fucking question. I I'm with you to a point.
Hmm.
Um there is nobody, never mind. There is one person on this planet that I hate. Like hate. I hate. I can never dislike. I can never go up the scale with this person. You know what I mean? But there are, I only hate one person in this entire planet. One.
Hmm.
Um Dislike, we could be here all day. Like we can, but hate is a very strong word.
Hmm.
My feelings are, my discretion on it is, it depends on what you do. It
Hmm.
depends on what you do to me as a person, the people around me, if it affects anybody in my life, my family, my child, stuff like that, shit, coworkers, whatever. I mean, you can dislike anybody. Like at the end of the day, you really can dislike anybody. But I believe if you hate somebody, they, my opinion, they had to do the most grimiest shit. And I believe anybody can be forgiven, and then but you can't forget it. But with time and communication and just being open and honest and
Hmm.
forgiving, like being forgiving and also understanding where you were,
Hmm.
how you grew, and how you're gonna make it better. Sure, you could turn that dislike into a like or something better
Right.
or something of that nature. If you hurt or harm somebody I know, my family, my kid, or shit like that, or anybody close to me, I fucking hate you. Like
Hmm.
I fucking hate you. Like, and I hate is indeed there a strong word,
Hmm.
but you like yes. So Sam, me, yeah, yeah, just
See,
one.
I think that like currently, I will agree with you that if anybody did hurt me, like or my family, yes. I don't think I would be able to forgive, like depending on the action. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Um,
Absolutely.
I would have a very difficult time being able to forgive and forget. And,
Yes.
I would hate the fact that it happened and that that's the situation that occurred. Okay. And I will look at you differently. I will believe that you and your morals are just not there. It's not something that I can get with.
Right.
But I also look at hate being a strong word, and that I have healed, and I have the power over that hate. I have the power to respond to a person and their behaviors. I have that power to decide whether or not I want this person in my life and how I'm going to handle this situation. So, are there people in my life who are not active in my life who have hurt me in the past? Like, yes. But I've also looked at it as I know what you've done. I don't know what place you were at, what your mindset was at, why why you did what you did. I don't know why these behaviors were exposed, but they were.
Right.
And therefore, I won't look past it. I will look at, the underlying reasons behind it, but that doesn't justify the fact that you did it. It doesn't justify the fact that you did indeed hurt me or whatever the case may be. So, no, I will not hate you. I will not despise you. I will not loathe you, any of that sort. But I will keep my distance. And I will remember that I've grown, I have thrived, and I'm responding to your hate by walking away and not letting you in my life.
Very well put. Very well put, for sure. It actually makes me think about that, but there's a point where it's like I just can't. Like it's just
Well,
like,
it took me years to get to here, okay?
right? I mean, I can't. And you know what? I've dealt with that hate for a long time. So
Hmm.
and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And I don't think so. But I mean, like, I'm with you on that because I am way different with that particular person
Hmm.
than I was years ago. Like, that person would just, they were there as a
Hmm.
constant. And I was like, oh, well, fuck them, whatever, fuck them.
Yeah.
I don't care. Now it's to the point where you're annoying the fuck out of me.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? And it's
Hmm.
like I hate you. Like, I just hate you. I hate everything you're about. Everything you did, everything you're gonna do. Like,
Hmm.
I just can't. And so,
See, I'm with you on that. Like if I come across anyone that has, where I'm like, oh, okay, we've had a pretty dark past. I'll wave, I'll smile, but please do not think I'm going to engage in a whole ass conversation with you.
oh no, there's no waving or smiling. If I ever see this person, I'm full on swinging. Like, I'm full on fucking swinging.
Oh, then you haven't seen my whole fake ass. Hi.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even like, I don't want to give this person a time of day because
Hmm.
if you do, then that opens for them and they think that they've done no ill will, like that everything is just okay. And
Devil's
plus, they're
advocate
very
here,
fake.
though.
What's that?
Devil's advocate. There are people out there that even if you despise them, even if you are not friends with them anymore, they seriously will think that they didn't know that you are the problem, that they still did nothing wrong.
Oh, hands down, hands down, hands down. I fully understand that, and that's like with people I've disliked and whatnot. Not this
Hmm.
person I hate, but that person that I hate, it's everybody else's problem. You know, this person did this and this person did that. I
Do,
did
do
this.
I know this person?
Nah, no, you
Okay,
don't.
okay. Because I was like, there is somebody that you and I both know that
No, 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 no,
acted similar.
no, 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 no. I was like, this
Okay,
person, I don't want anybody to ever meet or ever see ever in their life.
okay.
Okay. But yeah, I was like, but like you said with disliking, I'll smile, I'll
Hmm.
wave. Hey, what's going on? I'm gone. I'm
Hmm.
good. But to that point, for like, if you dislike somebody, if time has changed and time has changed the both of you, if you could sit down, you could have a conversation and you can work on it, slowly get like a couple questions out, like figure out what got you there, what fixed you, and how you are now, you can actually, you can build something back up. Do you have that kind of, your reservations? I'm sure it's almost like a
Hmm.
PTSD kind of feeling. But, if you start seeing, hey, you know what? They really figured themselves the fuck out. Hey, this is that way that person was supposed to be from the jump. Like,
Hmm.
they found themselves. If you find yourself and make yourself better, I'll give you a shot. I will.
Yeah. I
And I've
have to
done
see it
that.
though. And what I mean
Yes,
by that is people like to wear masks a lot. And they will tell you what they think you want to hear
absolutely.
to be able to fit their expectations and their intentions. And
Right.
so I just know that, like, I'm not opposed if you've changed. And I mean, like, for the better. Like, you've gotten your shit together. You know what you did in the past and why, you did in the past, but not only why you did in the past, but more so along the lines of also, like, how it impacted others, how your behaviors affected not only you, but the people in your life. And that I do see you making those changes. Like, actions speak louder than words. I would be like, yeah, you definitely deserve a second chance.
Yeah.
But if you're just spewing this wool out to me, being like, oh, I'm a changed person, no.
Yeah. If I don't see no effort or no, like, you like committing into it, you could tell me you're sorry, you apologize,
Hmm.
all this, etc., etc. But if your actions don't do anything, if your
Hmm.
actions speak louder than words, fuck yes. I
Yep.
absolutely will. If you put in that effort and you want to get on a nice even keel with me again and whatever, and we could be friends, we could work as a team, like I don't care. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Put the effort in. That's
Right.
all I ask. That's it. And if you do, sure, absolutely, we could be friends. We could start over again. I will
Hmm.
have that little bit of restrictions and whatnot in the back of my mind,
Hmm.
but those will go away if you keep putting in the effort and showing me,
Right.
like, hey, I fucked up. Hey, I changed. Because, hey, guess what? I fucked up. I
Hmm.
changed. So it's like you work on it and you steady grind into it, it can happen.
Yeah.
So that was a. We're starting anonymous questions from now on. I fucking love it. This is fucking great. Um, what about that one? Can we do that one?
You can't do this to me.
Your best concert.
Oh my God. I can't. There's so many. Disturbed was a good one. Disturbed puts on one hell of a show.
Can you
Yeah.
narrow it down? This is you. We'll give you. You have a top three.
Top three
Top three.
overall or this year?
Fuck, I don't know. Um, can we go five? You want to go five?
What, the last 5 years?
No, shit. Sure. Top three past 5 years. Go ahead.
All right. How about the top five in the last 2 years?
I could do that. I could do that. Didn't specify.
Okay. Number five. Oh my God.
I know. I love anonymous questions. This is great.
Number five would have to be Tool. I don't know. Tool was good. Tool's good, but for my personal reasons, it's getting to a point that they're a little too long. And I'm just like, okay, when is this over? And I'm also almost 40. So,
I will piggyback
but
off that. If I had to do that, was it what we say top five past 2 years? I haven't been to that many in 2 years. I'd have to do a five. Tool is probably number three on my list because it's the
mhm.
first time I ever saw them a couple years ago.
Okay.
I enjoyed it the first time going. Like my cousin Scott, shout out to Scott. Thank you for taking me. He's seen them every time they've come. And I get to the point where like I know the songs alone just like you do.
Hmm.
But now I'm like, bro, you're here. You're really into it. Like, all right. I was like, you know, these songs are like 10 fucking 15 minutes long. Like,
Hmm.
seriously. And you can't
Yeah.
take photos. Don't you dare take photos.
No, you can't. He will like flip shit.
He
You're
will,
not even allowed
Maynard
to
will
bring them
go.
into the arena.
Yeah, we had to
Oh.
keep them in our pockets.
Hmm.
They had like SWAT team, but they were guys in fucking
Yeah.
PPG paint
See, you
sweater
got
vests.
lucky because I couldn't even have mine in the pockets. We had like little like fanny packs that we had to put them in, and they
That
would not
lock?
open and let yeah. Yeah. So I'd
Yeah.
say Tool was number five. Number four would have to be the Trans Siberian Orchestra because if you've ever seen them, they fucking rock. Like the lights, the sound they put on. Oh my God, it is a great show.
I
Number
know somebody
three.
that's going to one that's going to that this year. And they're gonna
Hi,
have a
yeah, me
great
too.
time. Are you for real?
I go every year.
Yeah, this is their first time going, and I'm super excited for them because they are gonna have a fucking blast.
They're going to love it. Like, I love the storytelling behind it. I love the music that goes with it. This has been a family tradition of mine. So it's me, my mom, my dad, and my sister who always go. And we always go in December. This is our fifth year going now.
Really?
So, yeah.
And you
So,
go see it in New York, right?
New York or New Jersey, wherever they're playing. This year
Who
it's going
wants
to
to
be New
see them in
Jersey.
Jersey?
New Jersey.
Who wants to see them in Jersey?
Hey, I will sacrifice a good concert in Jersey, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Continue.
Number three, as much as I love it, I would have to say was Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper.
Okay.
More so Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper was just, oh my God. He was like, I'm here to perform. Let's get to it. He interacted with everybody. Amazing. Just amazing. So
Yeah.
good. Rob Zombie, he's my husband. He just doesn't know it. Neither does Sherry Moon. They don't know that we were secretly wed, so it's all right. Um, number two would have to be definitely Ghost.
Okay.
It has to be. I'd say it's a tie. Ghost or Ice Nine Kills. They in the way they put on shows and interact with the crowd is amazing. Ice Nine Kill uses a lot of props, a lot of pride. Like each song, they come out with different costume, like a different prop, something that like really affiliates with the song. But what I love about Ice Nine Kills is that they will also ask the fans what they want during the concerts. And
Okay.
when they get enough feedback, they incorporate it into the concert.
Okay.
That and the fact that Spencer Charnes is, oh my God, I would be a groupie for him, but that's a different story.
Thank God this show is not for kids with you, Samantha.
What?
Thank God this show is not for kids because if they dress up, let's just go back a month. All right. If they dress up like, Michael Myers, hey, buddy, hey. Like,
I mean, if he does have a song, but if he ever started dressing like, oh my God, Spencer Charnes is Michael Myers. Whew, yeah, hot in here.
you're welcome.
That's a good image. Anyway, toss up also with Ghost because I love that Ghost and Papa Emeritus. Like every time there's a new album, there's a new Papa, there's a new like a whole new costume that he puts out. Like, but I love that he really gets into character and he really engages with the fans with that. I will be seeing them with my best friend come July. And I love it because this one is also a phone free concert, but they're filming it for a new film. So
That's awesome. That's really cool.
I
Where
know
like
it's at Madison Square Garden too. So I cannot
I was like, shit, yours are like way better than like mine. I mean, I haven't,
wait.
but I was like in the past 5 years, like Toll is number three. I'd probably put him actually at two because I've never seen them.
Mhm,
Like, so, um, number three, it would have to be when I went and finally saw Luke Combs at the PPG Paints Arena. I've been dying to see him. And shout out to Brandon. Thanks, buddy. He was like, "You're going through some shit. We're gonna go." And he took me to the concert, and it was like, it was nice because I was just getting over some stuff, and
mhm,
and it was just really good because he played like every song I fucking wanted him to fucking sing, and like just the fan interaction. He sits there and he shotguns a fucking beer. He just keeps playing.
mhm,
Like he just keeps fucking playing to the point I was looking at Brandon like, bro, it's
mhm.
almost like midnight. Like
Yeah.
he just kept going. I love that. Like I just love that there when you have an artist that's there for the fans. Like
Mhm,
that's incredible. Um I would have to say four shit. I don't know. Four would probably be shit. They're all like country artists because I really don't see anybody else except like my buddy's band in the middle of Mr.
mhm,
Smalls. Sorry, Dave, I'm not counting that. But I my number one, I'll put that out there. I went and saw Citizen Cope with my cousin at this like Carnegie Hall, not like Heinz Hall or anything like that. It's in Homestead, PA. For people that's not from Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania, check it out. I loved it because one, you couldn't have your phones out.
mhm,
Two, it was him and a guitar, nothing else. No band, no nothing, and it was just him playing his albums on acoustic. And the way the hall goes, it goes, you could feel the force, and then it goes up and back, not like
mhm,
straight at you. And the acoustics in there were fucking incredible. So when we got done, I was like, this was supposed to be just like a rinky-dink show, and it was just hearing the vibe, the aura, and just the melodies from him. It was
Hmm.
really sick. I think I like the venue more. I mean, I do like Citizen Cove, but I love that venue a lot. Like it was really nice. And if I ever got a chance to see somebody in there again like that, hands down, I absolutely would.
And where
Because
was this?
it's like I'll have to send it to you.
Okay.
It's like this hall, and it's almost like a church almost. I'll have to remember what it's called and send it to you. But it was just crazy, and it was in like the middle of Homestead. And I was like, you got an artist that, some people like he has a genuine following and shit like that.
Hmm.
And it's like he's in Homestead. Like not nowhere crazy or whatever. And it was just wild. It was just really, really neat. Um, Five would probably have to be when I just went to Mitchell Tenpenny down at AE. That was fun, and because it was, like my first concert, really, like besides Toll post COVID, like so I got a chance to like go down to stage AE, and I mean it was incredible. Like I had a really good time. Of course, it was my first concert with like Brandy, so like we had a really good time. We were kind of like in our own bubble,
Hmm.
like. The concert really didn't matter. We were just like, hey, okay, what's up? We're just sitting there enjoying ourselves. And it was really nice. It was actually intimate. He was really good. And then we left like halfway through.
Hmm.
We just did. But I know people are going to give me shit because my number four, but I've seen him twice in the past like 5, 6 years. So actually, probably seven. I'll just count it. But I saw Hailstorm.
Oh my God, Hailstorm is so good.
Hailstorm's amazing. And the last time I saw Hailstorm, it's probably within 5, maybe 6 years. Six. And I saw them in this moment in New Year's Day. And that fucking show is incredible.
Oh yeah, that lineup. Look at all those beautiful checks. Mm.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I am telling you, I am cisgender as can be, but those ladies will turn me.
dude, like I wanted to be a part of that because they're all female leads. Like
Hmm.
I was so on that because I was like, I love In This Moment. I love Hailstorm, but I really didn't know too much New Year's Day.
Hmm.
And I was like, she's hot. And I was like, I started like once I knew they were coming with them, I started listening to some of their stuff, and I was like, I like it.
Hmm.
I could fuck around with it. So and then we got there, and I was like, just kill me now. Like it's fine. Like this is
Yeah.
perfect. Like they plus Hailstorm puts on a fucking great show.
Yes.
Yes. God
I've
bless Lizzie
lost
Hale.
count of how many concerts I've been to in my lifetime. I can tell you that, but Hailstorm is definitely. Ooh, I love their song "Do Not Disturb." Oh my God.
I have two. I was like, I have a couple. I was like, I like Freak Like Me. I like
Hmm.
what is it? Oh, come on. Dude, Mr. Misery is like everybody's go-to with Hailstorm. Here's to
Hmm.
Us is a great one.
That is.
I love Here's to Us. Um, they have so fucking I Get Off. That's a great song. That's another good
That
one.
was, oh my God, that's like one of my top with them. I also like Taste of Poison. That, I don't
Yes.
know. So
Yes.
good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? We're gonna put Hailstorm up to like three. We'll put him at three. Because if they ever come again, I would hands down go again. I would
Oh,
absolutely go
definitely.
again for sure. Like, yeah. So I'm
I
telling you what, we need. Maybe this is what we've always been needing is more questions. Like I was like, because I've been saying to do questions over and over and
Mhm.
over on this show. And I guess it was finally time to they were like, hey, here's a chance. We're gonna do this right now because Paul and Samantha are gonna be hosting the show. Uh Great fucking call. Great call.
Totally.
But then like half of them were don't put me on there. Okay. Like I fully want y'all to know right now, I'm not gonna put you on there unless you want to be. Like,
Right.
hey, such and such said, hey Sam, do you like blah 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 like being a therapist or something? Like whatever. No, that's why like all these are anonymously asked to me. And
Mhm.
I kept it that way because I'm like, okay. But the last one is more, it's the craziest one, and I am gonna put it on there. Will Xander's mom ever be a guest on the show?
I want to know an answer to this one too.
So,
I have not seen her in years.
so listen, I I have actually talked with her about this a couple times, and I would put it out there right now as maybe. Just because right now that woman is going through the
Mhm.
most. So I don't want her to compromise herself or say anything or be on the show
Mhm.
to do anything that affects her, her situation, the kids, etc. No. So right now, no, not right now. But like she is an avid listener. She will send me some bullet points sometimes and just whatnot. Um, but no, because we both believe if she came on this show, hell would freeze over. Like that's for sure. But no, like her and I are okay. We're fine.
Mhm.
And just right now, I love the question because I did was talking to her about it because when she realized that she watches the show, I realized, or she listened, I was like, oh, you should try to pop on sometime. And she was like, well, and no, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. And, you know, so to answer your question, no, not right now. And probably not for a while. But like, what can I say? You can never really say never. But right now, never. Like, but that's not on her. It's just
Mhm.
she got some shit going on. All right. So give her her space, respect that. Thank you for asking the question though, because that's so fucking random. But like I did want random, but but no, like one day. I can't say never to anybody because at one time nobody ever thought I'd have like Brenton on the show and he showed up. Nobody thought I'd have like my sister when we were doing the audios
Mhm.
and she showed up. Like so anything's possible. Like, some people don't want to be on camera. Like some people don't. Like, I know that in the future I'm probably going to have I would like to have my cousin Austin's wife Rebecca on the show because she is. If anybody doesn't follow her, she's Rebecca Simonic. You can follow her on anything really. Her name comes in different names, but if you search her name, you'll see her. They live in North Carolina. If I'm wrong in South Carolina, they're gonna fucking kill me. But I'm pretty sure it's North Carolina. But this is interesting, Sam. She's doing this like a blog of
Mhm.
her training for the marathon.
Mhm.
And I commend her for it, especially she's out there, she's walking her son Everest in the stroller. And yeah, like so good on her. Like so I would love to bring her on the show and just talk about what she's going through, what she's
Mhm.
training to do, what she's doing and whatnot. Um I also am I got Thanksgiving happening in 2 weeks. I'm sure everybody does. But my
Mhm.
family's coming home and I'm gonna end up talking to like a couple of my cousins about them being on the show. I want to
Mhm.
actually get Brittany back because she hasn't been on in quite some time. And um I don't know, like right now, I had to fill a co-host, okay? I can't just like this is usually my guest. Like so I mean again,
Yeah, but let's face it. I've been helping you. Oh my god, this was since COVID. COVID.
yeah, yeah. I
Let
know,
that sink
right?
in for a minute.
Let it sink in because like damn, it's crazy like to see just like where it's been, where it's got, what's all going on. It's wild.
Mhm.
And now I'm like when Eric had to do his bow out for a while, I was like, yeah, it's only right. It's only right. I mean, it's like you're right here all over again. It's
Right?
fine. It's fine. But like, I don't know. Maybe Sam and I will have a guest. I would still want to fill out the water. Like, I was
Mhm.
like, this was incredible. I asked more questions. Questions were
Yes, please
great.
do. Because seriously, I love that. I loved being able to answer these questions.
Questions blew me the fuck away. I was like,
Hmm.
wow. And like, the thing is like, usually Eric and I go off the cusp and we're just, going and going, or we'll kind of have a battle plan. But like, as I was reading the questions, I was like, the battle plan's already set in itself.
Hmm.
And I was like, ah, I felt bad. Like, I didn't really want to answer the Xander's mom question, but like,
Well, I was gonna ask Paul, like, how personal do you want these? Because I'm an open book. I don't care if it's something that like is asked, and I'm just like, hey, I think that's too much. I'll set a boundary and be like, that I'm not gonna answer that. But
no, I mean, of course, her business is her business, but like, I would never go into her business.
oh no, yeah.
It was just more or less like, nah, like,
Hmm.
not yet, not yet. One day, you can never say never. But like, if they're too personal, they won't make the air. That's just,
Okay.
you know what I mean? But like, that one, it was like, there was a part of me is like, should I put it up there? And I was like, it's nothing negative or derogatory towards her, me, her situation. It's just,
Hmm.
again, to that question, she really has a lot going on. So I'm respecting her wishes. And when she eventually wants to come on here, it's going to
She
shock the
will.
fucking world when it happens. But yeah, like, so, wow. Great questions all around. Again, send more, because
Hmm.
me and Sam were killing it. Like, it was great. We didn't have to worry about really any kind of filler. So, uh,
And you
yeah,
know what would be even great? Next week is Thanksgiving. So if you have any like Thanksgiving themed questions,
right. Right? Because everybody just passes over Thanksgiving and goes right to Christmas. But yeah, like, that's great. If you have Thanksgiving questions, send them to me. You could, however you want, text message, DM, whatever, etc. We don't care. But till next time, on the Big Show, of course, is my co-host Sam. We will see you next week. Bye.